Okay, today we're going to talk about what you do when you first get started with Facebook, right? I mean, you have all these different options. You can do reach campaigns, you can target for traffic, you can target for conversions. I mean, it can get a little confusing, right? When you're first starting out, when you want to place your very first Facebook ad, where do you start and which one of these is best? All right, to find out, let's go to the computer. Facebook gives you a number of different objectives for, depending on what it is that you want to do. So, brand awareness. This is just gonna, literally get you out to a whole bunch of people and just kind of let them know about who you are. So you get to a lot of people quickly, right? Reach does as well. Both of these, can go ahead and, I would say go ahead and get you to that objective, right? You just want to get your name out there, right? Or let's say you have a promotion that's ending quickly, right? And you want to reach as many people as possible. Then a reach campaign would work well for that. Traffic, pretty much how it sounds, driving traffic to your website. Now this is directed to people who just click on stuff. So the idea is that it's all a numbers game, guys, right? You gotta drive a lot of traffic to your website. That's what it comes down to. The question is gonna be, do you want to have Facebook determine whether it converts, or do you want to have your landing page determine whether it converts? So we're gonna get to that in a minute. Engagement. This is like, have you ever gone online and noticed how you'll see an ad and it's got a ton of likes and stuff like that, but it's it seems like just a lot of random people, maybe, people who are not even I don't know, for example, if you were to post an engagement ad, let's say you just did an engagement ad and you shot it out to everybody, you're gonna get a lot of people who maybe aren't that interested in buying necessarily, but people who click the like button a lot, right? Things like that. This can be good if you want to start, let's say you wanted to take an ad, and what sometimes people do is because you want to get all that social proof on that ad, right? Because people are going to react mostly to stuff on Facebook where they see a lot of likes and a lot of comments and things like that, right? So the engagement ad, is going to be, if you want to drive up that engagement initially, it's a good place to start, but you're not going to get a lot of conversions off of that. This is just going to kind of get out to people who just click like a lot, not people who are actually actively, looking for things, right? So there's that. App installs doesn't really apply to us unless you have an app. Video views, I think, are people. If you have a videography company or a video you want people to see and you want people to really watch that video, it's going to be directed towards people who watch the videos, not necessarily people again who take an action on that video. So keep that in mind. Lead generation. So Facebook offers something that will allow you to. Allow you to get leads through them. I don't typically like that. You want a landing page that converts to really qualify those leads. But there is lead generation. Messages, this can be powerful. You can send actually messenger messages to people who are who have liked your page or interacted with your page, and those kind of pop up in their messenger. So that's one that you might be interested in. Conversions. So conversions is one of the more popular ones. This and also traffic. Conversions, what this is that Facebook measures and charges you when someone converts, okay? This can cost more money. It's definitely a strategy. We'll get to this in a minute. Catalog sales depends on your company. If you're selling a product that they can buy online through a catalog, then this is aimed more towards people who buy stuff online through catalogs. And of course, just getting general store traffic. Now, again, awareness, consideration, conversion, okay? Keep that in mind. These two are just to get the name out. This one is to drive consideration, right? Conversion is to actually take an action. Here's what I recommend that you do, all right? And this is my process on it, okay? So I recommend that you always start with traffic, okay? You need to find out how much, and you literally just set it up so that way it's set up for lowest bid. And we have other videos on that. We'll get into that another time. But essentially, you set up the traffic where you let Facebook determine what the lowest bid is, because you don't know starting out, right? You just don't know. And then run it for 30 days. Conversions, you might think, well, I want to be able to measure conversions and know when they're taking an action. The thing is that it's different in the wedding industry, right? Conversions are this is for people who buy stuff, low ticket items, through stores, right? Traffic, you just want to get people to your website, right? That's the thing. And let your landing page kind of take it from there. The landing page being the first page that they land on from clicking through one of these, right? Because the thing is that conversions, I mean, if you look around online, you watch some of these other marketing podcasts, right? Or webinar things, or your YouTube things, they're all driving people, it's like drop shipping. People are selling items and goods. That's all fine for conversions, but again, there's a little bit more to it with what we do. We gotta get an appointment scheduled. We gotta, and just getting to that point could take some time. You might have to nurture these clients for a while. You might be sending them an email blast every once in a while. So, it takes a while to get to that, right? It doesn't just happen like that, right? So traffic is a good one to start with. Just getting people to the website. That's a good one. Reach is a good one too. I usually recommend reach for like retargeting campaigns, things like that. There'll be other videos on that. But traffic is the one that I would start with. Video views, if you're a videographer, you might be thinking, well, I want people to view the video. Yeah, that's fine. But you want them to actually click through, right? And then once they click through, they can start watching videos on your website, right? But traffic is always a good place to start. And that's where I would start every single thing that I do, right? Let it run for 30 days. Find out, see if like you start getting, hits on your, on your landing page. See if that goes up. Figure out what that average is, what that average price is for that page, or for those clicks, for that landing page view, right? And then over time, you can fine tune that. So right now, you're gonna let Facebook kind of do everything, but over time, you can say, okay, well, I see that the average on this is like $2 a click, right? So I'm gonna bid a little bit higher than that. I can bid for like maybe $2.50, $2.75 a click. But the thing is that, and this is something that's different than a lot of what you see online, on YouTube, is that conversions for what we do isn't where it's at. Okay, it's traffic. You want to get those leads. You want to, conversions, this is great for someone who's going to buy like, a cat mug or something, right? And they're like, oh, well, these are people who are actively shopping online for cat mugs. Different thing, right? Different price point. Traffic, though, you want to drive that traffic to the site. These are people who are going to be clicking through and looking at your stuff, right? And you're going to have a lot of, in that conversion rate, you want to bring that up, right? So the thing is that like, conversions, especially when you're starting out, and plus Facebook they require a certain amount of conversions just to even start being able to do this properly. So traffic, when you're first starting, is absolutely the best place to be. I recommend traffic and then retargeting through reach. Those two right there are pretty good. The other ones are fine too. I mean, you could, start an ad just doing engagement to get lots and lots of likes on it if you want to do that, which is also a consideration. You won't get a lot of click-through, but maybe you just want to start that social proof right away. Excuse me, that's an option as well. But I would do traffic. So when you're thinking about the funnel, you want to think of it as traffic, your landing page, and then from there, they go ahead and, so you have traffic up here, your landing page here, and then down here is going to be where you have, your leads, right? And then from there, it's up to you. So your landing page needs to be able to convert, right? What you have out there needs to be able to convert. Now remember, this is for the initial ad. There's retargeting as well. There's a lot more that can be done here. But just to drive people to the site, this is what you want to start with. Start with those traffic Facebook ads. I hope this has been helpful. Leave a comment. Let me know. What do you think? Excuse me. Are you trying this? Have you tried something else that works for you? Put it in there. Leave a comment. Want to hear about your reactions on this? Hit the subscribe button. Leave those notifications on. Hit the like button. If you like this video, that is the best thing you can do. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.